Good afternoon. I trust that you are well. Welcome to the broadcast live from Nairobi, Kenya. Let us place you ahead of the curve with the latest news. But first, the highlights. President William Ruto's tour of the northeastern region enters its second day today with an inspection of the Wajir Township affordable housing project.
That is not my concern. 2027, kwani 2027 itakuwa uchaguzi tofauti kuliko ile yote tumefanya.
Former Likoni DCIO Charles Onyango arraigned at the Mombasa Law Court before Magistrate Alex Ithuku on corruption charges. A group of activists in Laikipia County has urged the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission (EACC) to investigate corruption allegations in Laikipia County. Once again, good afternoon and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Mwigi William and this is TV47 News Now. We start off, a post-mortem has been conducted on the body suspected to belong to Justus Mutumwa and Martin Mwao, the Mlolongo 2 abductees. The two, who are part of the Mlolongo 4, were found dead on January 31st. The autopsy indicated that one died from multiple abdominal and chest injuries caused by a blunt object, and the other from strangulation. According to government pathologist Richard Njoroge, the two bodies had severely decomposed by the time the post-mortem was being conducted, necessitating DNA tests to ascertain their identity.
We have finished the post-mortems. Our findings, the first body, like I have mentioned, was very, very decomposed. But the main findings is there were multiple abdominal, chest, and head injuries. So, and we also have what we call defense injuries on the arms. So it looked like there was a struggle because, you know, when you try to defend yourself, you will get what we call defense injuries on the arms and the wrists. So that's the first body. The second body was also very decomposed. The main findings was scalp or head injuries. He also had a posterior abdominal wall, abdominal wall and thoracic injuries. Again, it was multiple injuries. The other main finding on the second body was injuries to the neck, and so the strap muscles of the neck. And so we came to the conclusion that the cause of death of the second body was manual neck compression.
All right, you're still following on that story. And another developing story. Over 35,000 USAID staff in Kenya are a worried lot following the US government's move to freeze foreign funding for 90 days. On Tuesday, USAID ordered all its directly hired staff to proceed on administrative leave from Friday, February 7th, 2025. Designated personnel responsible for mission, critical functions, core leadership, and specially designated programs have been exempted. Additionally, all USAID personnel posted outside the United States are required to return to the United States within 30 days. The agency will then terminate personal services, contracts and institutional support contracts that are not deemed essential. However, there will be case-by-case exemptions and return travel extensions based on personal or family hardship, mobility or safety concerns, medical needs, pregnancy, among other reasons. Former Likoni DCIO Charles Onyango has today been arraigned in Mombasa Law Court before Magistrate Alex Ithuku over corruption charges. This comes after Onyango was picked from his rural home in Oyugis on Tuesday and held at Port Police Station in Mombasa. The former DCIO was charged with requesting and receiving a bribe of 20,000 Kenya shillings in November 2019 from a suspect whose case he was investigating. Accusations he denied. Onyango's lawyer claimed that, that the client had been arraigned in court previously and his cash bail of 50,000 had not been refunded, hence requesting reasonable bond terms. Magistrate Ithuku granted the accused a bond of 500,000 and a surety of the same amount, or a cash bill of 200,000.
Charles, on the 15th day of November 2019, at Likoni office of the DCI department within Mombasa County, being a person employed by a public body, to wit, the National Police Service, we requested a financial advantage of 20,000 Kenya shillings from one Deborah Chokas Kironda.
Your Honor, the accused person has cooperated for the last 6 years. He has honorably retired and was yesterday arrested in Oyugis.
We pray to this court, in light of the nature of the offenses that the accused faces, that he be given stringent bond terms, due to the fact that the I has just told me that he went missing around the time the DPP gave the decision to charge.
I hereby admit the accused person to a bond of Kenya shillings 500,000 with one surety of similar amount, or in the alternative, to pay cash bail in the sum of Kenya shillings 200,000 with one conduct person. We mentioned this matter on 19th of February before this court.
Elsewhere, President William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza government, through the Ministry of Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development, plans to launch more than 4,000 affordable housing units next month, which are of 140,000 units completed since the initiation of the project. The Lands Cabinet Secretary, that is Alice Wahome, says despite government collecting 65 billion shillings a year from Kenyans, plans are underway to build more than 800,000 units in 5 years, following challenges experienced before the start of the project.
Our target is 1 million in 5 years. You asked me, how come then we are behind? We have fallen short of the numbers of 200,000 units. It's an important question. You understand that there was a snag in the beginning, disruption of court cases, and of course, for us, the program to take off, this has been a lot. I think previously, the program was not streamlined. The construction, the procurement systems, because we must follow the law. And therefore, even to raise enough money, the beginning year, that is 22-23, we are now in 24-25. I believe we will accelerate the speed towards achieving 200,000 per year. The annual collection is between 63, let me say on average, is that Shira?
Yes.
Between 63 and 65 billion Kenya shillings per annum from the 1.5 that we are collecting from the employee and 1.5 that we are collecting from the employer. So that is 3%.
We have subsidized interest rates for this program. So for the social category, home financing is at 3%, fixed interest rate over a 30 years period. For the affordable housing, it's 6%, and for the affordable middle class, it's 9%, all over 30 years. So you can see we've tried to subsidize across the entire chain of within the affordable housing program. And you can either come and purchase on cash basis. The financial institutions are able also to assess you and offer affordable home financing.
And in other news, activists in Laikipia County have asked the EACC to investigate corruption by some county officials as well as those in office, that is the office of members of parliament from the county, saying that corruption is very rampant. Speaking in Nanyuki, they said that some government projects have been implemented without involving the citizens, while in other areas, projects have not started despite the allocation of funds by government. According to government documents, there are projects that have been reported as complete, but when inspected on the ground, these projects either do not exist or have been done in an unsatisfactory way. They blame their leaders for not involving them in making important decisions and therefore suspect that transparency of these projects.
Na Kenya hiyo 1.2 billion imefanya so far ni kununua dryer na cleaner. So at least tunasikia EACC iko Laikipia na kuna ile inachambua ya infrastructure board. So tunaomba kabisa sababu hospitali zetu ziko na pesa. Hizi hospitali hazina madawa, wagonjwa wanakufa. Sahii hata mwenye hana hizi SHA na SHI haizi lipiwa tu na hiyo kiti pia ati aweviwe bill. So tunaomba pia EACC angalie tujue 1.2 billion zinaenda wapi.
Hii ni kulingana na ripoti ya Auditor General yenye tulipata ya mwaka wa 2023. Na ile swali tunauliza Mheshimiwa Mwangi Kiujuri, juu tumesikia umekuwa ukizunguka huku shule ukilaunch project. Tunataka utueleze aje hizi project utamaliza lini?
Being a tree nursery that costed 5 million shillings, it was said to be in Nanyuki ward, and so far we've tried to follow up with the department, and the CEC has confirmed that there is no ongoing tree nursery.
The Kenya Medical Practitioners and Industry Union North Rift Branch have downed their tools, citing lack of implementation of the return to work formula by the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital Management. According to Dr. Jackson Mulay, the hospital has not been remitting their respective deductions, including pension and loans, making them accrue penalties. Patients seeking services at the facility have been forced to seek services elsewhere. However, the patients have accused the government of downplaying the demands and failing to restore the social health authority system.
Day morning, beginning from midnight, went on their strike, proceeded on their strike after giving a 14-day strike notice on the 22nd of February 2025 to Moi Teaching Referral Hospital Management to address some of the issues, some of the grievances that were actually not implemented in our CBA. And this has taken a lot of time.
This hospital has bastardized our return to work agreement, where they signed committing to fulfilling, first of all, making sure that doctors who are on contract are employed on permanent and pensionable basis.
And out to the world of sports, Atletico Madrid secured a dominant 5-0 win at home. That is in their first match of the Copa del Rey quarterfinals played on Tuesday night at the Metropolitan. Diego. company and to each and everyone who made this broadcast a success. Keep it TV47. Good afternoon.